How you guys doing? Good evening. Thank you, thank you. God will shout for you too. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. So Owambe setting. This is actually a real Owambe. Owambe, like as we enter, it can't be like say we know where the clothes of the occasion. You get. So where we start, they were passing small chops. They will pass us. You get passing everything. They will just pass us because we did not do Ashwebi. You understand? But the Lord will not pass you by. Where do I even start from? Where do I start from? Let me start from the beginning. When they gave birth to me, they did naming ceremony. They gave me my name. Then I grew up. Then I went to school. There was something that stood out with me. I like to watch television a lot. I used to watch a lot of TV. There was no problem with that until my mother banned me. Why did she ban me? Because she was scared I was going to be a herbalist. Why was she scared I was going to be a herbalist? Because of the TV station I used to watch. Back then, I used to watch NTA Channel 7, Ikoni, KJ, you understand? I don't know if you people know it. The type of programs I used to watch, Yoruba programs back to back, all these Tammo, Kowaso, Kia, now, I didn't just wake up and decide to start watching those kind of programs. It was because when I tried to watch the programs that the fresh children were watching, there was problem. I used to watch Voltron until I got to school and I realized that normally Voltron, the lions, they are different colors. But on our own television, they were the same color. It was black and white, you understand? So I now came back home, I complained to my mother that, Mommy, there's different color, but our one is black and white. She said, it's problem. She will sort it out. The next day, she now brought Lucozade nylon, you get? So everybody was now yellow, you understand? So I shall continue watching television till she banned me because she was scared I was going to be a herbalist. Which program did I not watch? Ogujimi, Abijah, all of them, you get? The Inkombe, that was I remember Inkombe episode 1, 1993, Talo Yojua Yoka. I remember you understand? That was how deep I was. So she banned me from the age of like 6, 7. She now allowed me to continue watching from like 9, 10. But it wasn't ordinary programs. It was Mount Zion films. See, I want Mount Zion to the point that I thought Mount Zion was a TV station. Akbarala, part 1 to 8. Then I watched the English version, Ultimate Power, part 1 to 10. Ide Shu. The gods must be crazy. You know everything. But until I now grew up further, I now started watching Nollywood movies. That was when I started to appreciate my mother. See, if you have children, for example, I've told my wife, don't allow your children watch. It's joke if Nollywood people are here, but don't allow your children watch Nollywood film. It will reduce their IQ to low Q or ordinary Q. They will now be queuing for knowledge. You understand? Like, don't allow them. Normally, Nollywood films are supposed to be Hausa wood, Igbo wood, Yoruba wood. Yes. Now, Hausa, do we have any Hausa persons here say, yeah. Okay, so I won't be able to tell you about Hausa because Hausa people don't like joke, you get? Before I now finish, you now hear news tomorrow that comedian man, oh my God, that was going home, his car blew. In fact, Hausa movie, they are the best in Nigeria. Put your hands for them, I bet clap. Because now also. So I will talk about Yoruba and Igbo. Igbo is the last because Igbo is very thick. Yoruba, they annoy me in 2 different categories. The first one, the way they run their adverts, very disrespectful. They will ignore the fact that you are the one spending your money. They will still be shouting on your head, speaking English that you do not understand. For example, the movie title, they say, Oworoma Diye. Subtitle, the Oworo Chicken. You now be looking at Oworoma Diye, the Oworo Chicken. You now hear advert. One Lincoln film, one tún ti dé o. Òròmọdìyẹ cinema kan ló tún gbé dé o. Òròmọdìyẹ cinema tuntun. The guy will now start. Àtúntò àrèrè gbáǹkọ́gbì àràmé ìrírí òròmọdìyẹ cinema kan àrà àwọn fẹ́lẹ́fẹ́lẹ́ bolú àríkú àṣẹbí ayé o ẹ̀yin lẹ́sẹ̀ ìtọ́ ta lòwòrò táládìyẹ táwo. I'm like, what rubbish is this? They will not be speaking English that nobody understands. Òròmọdìyẹ scintillating, òròmọdìyẹ extricating, òròmọdìyẹ penetrating. In fact, ejaculating and say So I'm like, you know what? I don't have time for this. And I'll move on to Igbo films. Igbo Kwenu. Don't be ashamed now. Igbo people are the proudest of their culture. Igbo Kwenu. Kwezwenu. First thing I noticed about Igbo films that they speak English inside, or normal Igbo films. Why does this thing always happen when witches are doing their meeting? Now, light people, please, if you can cooperate with me this one, it will make sense. Is it possible to off this light? When I now say 1, 2, 3, you on the light. Then if you have smoke, it come. Is it possible? Is it possible? You feel off light? Oh, yeah. So, at the count of 3, wait, spoil this joke. At the count of 3, you on the light. So, normally, this is the meeting venue. Nobody is here, normally. But they will appear and... Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. As soon as they appear, the first thing they will do. What is funny? Like, if you guys look deep into it, that is part of the problem we have as a country, Nigeria. Like, when our witches cannot even be serious and go straight to the agenda. Like, how many pints of blood are we saw? They will first laugh. It's part of the problem. Then number 2 thing about Igbo films is pianists. I'm going to need you for this one. Is the fact that you do not need to be in front of your TV to understand what is happening. From soundtracks, if you are good with their soundtracks, you will know everything that is happening in every scene. And let me tell you, you can be your side hustle. You can be a soundtrack producer for Igbo films, and it will work. For example, let me use anybody here. Please, if you are here, you don't know how to play piano at all, raise your hand. You will play piano tonight, and it will make sense. Please, if you want to be a volunteer, please let this young man come forward. He raised his hand. Please, no, boss, now, I never no spoil this thing, I beg. What's his name? Please come forward. Put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for him. Please come forward. I've never met him before. This is the first time. We didn't plan this. This boy is very smart. This boy is going to be like the richest boy in your family. He's going to be What's your name?
Toby.
How old are you?
6.
Do you know how to play the piano? No spoil this joke. Say no. Do you know how to play the piano?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Please come here. So the first scene, bros, you will carry him, let him stand on that chair. Put it on strings. Put it on strings. The first thing that is about to happen now, when you hear this soundtrack, you know that winch want to press somebody. So, strings, Abby. So, let me show you what you are going to be doing. But you will wait for me to tell you to start. Normal strings there. Don't press anything here. Don't press. So, one finger from low octave. No, wait first. One finger. From like here. But when I tell you, see. You press that one. When I tell you, when I put my... Wait, so see. Once I say start. See, this eye is working. Look at me. According to my footsteps, you press. Then you press another one. Press. Let it be sustaining. So, if wish want to attack somebody, this is the soundtrack you will hear. Volume now. The next one. The next one. The next one. If there is Ebola, maybe. The next one. Put your hands together for him, please. Put your hands together for him. Now, another problem I have with the winch attack in movies is the person they want to attack is on this bed here. They will appear, but they won't appear on the bed. They will first appear outside. Now use leg to walk inside. That's another problem we have as a nation. Mismanagement of resources. Why did you waste that disappear? Why did you just appear here? You now appear outside and start walking in. Then, next soundtrack you hear. No, it's good. Let him go back to his seat. Let him go back to his seat. Put your hands together for him. Put your hands together for him. Now, this next soundtrack, when you hear this one, find vibraphone, bros, or marimba vibraphone. Now, normally, never play a movie. You see that the movie is like 2 hours, 45 minutes. They've gotten to 30 minutes. Story has finished. They don't have anything to say again. So they will now go and look for one old man, jejely, that is just staying by himself. They'll just say, sir, please come and just give us parable. Just give us like 8 parables. So it will take like 30 minutes. Then you hear soundtrack like this. A child that sleep with his hand in bum bum. Wake up with smelling fingers. Drinking gari does not mean you are poor. But allowing the gari swell up is poverty. I'm like, what's the meaning of all this now? Then the next one, when you hear, this one too is another form of attack. But this one is not spiritual attack. It's physical attack. Like when armed robber or Aya assassin want to go and attack somebody. And usually, you will see Jim Mike and all of them. And then they act them. You could just hear soundtrack like... Even if you're in the toilet, you'll be like, I'm Robert, Jim Mike, go to the Lord, you don't need to date there. You get? Then this one again. Normally, the man married 2 wives. But the elder wife is jealous of the younger wife. She now wants to poison. She will now go to the kitchen. The poison will be in her I don't know what mammary gland has to do with poison. They always put the poison in the breast side. They will not get to kitchen, put it in the stew, taste it first. You know those waka? Now this kind soundtrack, you dey always hear for those ones. You hear something like... Patience Ozoko in the kitchen. The last but not the least, when you hear this one is so crazy. It is so crazy to the point that this soundtrack has been associated with, this sound has been associated with sadness. Whenever you hear this thing, person don't die. You just hear, You know, they have leave it on the soundtrack. They have privatized this thing, this pan flute. Even if they use it to play normal song, you will want to cry. Just wait, play Jesus, you love me too much, or without it. No, high octave. Jesus, why you love me? Why you love me? Thank you very much. Somebody say, oh my God.
Aisha.